Click in. In the Bible, it talks about the one who is, the one who was, and the one to come. You know, sometimes there's a big distinguishment between the one who is and the one who was and the one to come. And see, the reason why we are supposed to endure our trials and why the Bible is not fake is because after the trial, that's when your blessing comes. After your trial, that's when you become the one who was. That's when you become the one to come. When you are the one who is and when you are the one who was, sometimes you might have to change certain habits. You know what I'm saying? Most of us as men, most of us as niggas, we just want to sit around and smoke weed and get high all day off of drugs and things like that. Not even realizing that we spending all our money on something that's not even a priority. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we can go 5 years doing drugs, you know what I'm saying, and look back on our 5 years, and then all of a sudden we don't have money to pay for our kids' education. And the only thing I'm saying is that the Bible is real and we need to be strong and courageous. And sometimes it takes one act of righteousness to change our life. Sometimes it takes one act of love to change our life. Sometimes we might have to let go and let God. We might have a certain habit we need to throw away so we can transform from the one who was to the one to come. You see, the one to come is ourself. The one that's in our mind, the one we picture with a good life, the one we picture living a good life. When, just like when Tupac was saying, picture me rolling, when he was probably walking, when he was probably broke, he was telling y'all the one to come. And even Jesus said, I think one of the people at that time in the Bible asked Jesus, how is he a king? And Jesus, he replied in one verse, I think it said that does not a king live in mansions and does not a king have nice and expensive clothes? Now, I might not be all the way politically correct, but y'all see where I'm going with this. Sometimes we have to let go and let God to be made perfect in the process of perfection. We ain't gonna be perfect off top, but sometimes it takes just one act of love to change our life. And see, in the Bible, when Jesus did his miracles, I just want to tell y'all something. It was God who did the miracles through Jesus. Because in and of the flesh, a lot of times we can't do miracles, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to live by the Spirit. If you want to just sit around and smoke drugs all day, you know what I'm saying, and not have any kind of strategy on how you going to take care of your family or how you going to survive and how you going to pay for your kids' education in the future, how you going to pay for them to go on field trips. If you don't have no strategy, you ain't going to win. That's a man that's not right when he doesn't have a strategy to win it. See, you got to wake up every day knowing you going to win. And see, sometimes we want to be stuck in our old habits that we just want. If you keep on staying in your stuck habits, you going to be the one who was and the one who is. And you're never going to be who you want to be in life. You're never going to be the rich man you want to be. You're never going to be the blessed man that you want to be if you keep on continuing in the same habits as the one who was. Now, let me say this. The one who was is the one that's stuck on drugs, that end up going broke, you know what I'm saying, and then getting out here stealing and stuff like that, killing just to get some more drugs. That's the one who was. That's the one who usually ends up in prison. And see, Jesus when he did his miracles, usually in most instances, even when the boy was filled with demons and he got thrown to the ground and things like that, and he couldn't control the demons, he seen Jesus' example. Now, when a human flesh looks at an example, they should look at an example by the spirit instead of the flesh, because God does his miracles through us. Why do you think we're supposed to do the same things Jesus was doing? Why do you think we have gifts? And why do you think we were blessed with talents? And where our talents, we're supposed to put it on the altar. We're supposed to sacrifice. And sacrifice sometimes means giving up an old habit in order for your life to be better. You see, the one who was, sometimes we could be stuck in our infirmities, and sometimes we could be stuck in our habits. And see, that life with the devil, it's already lived. It's already predestined. And see, our life with God is predestined just as much as the life with the devil. And so it's better to live for God. If you want to live in hell all your life, hell is when you can't afford to pay for your kids' education. Hell is when you just broke all the time, but you keeping yourself broke, and you saying stuck in your hell is when you know better, but you won't do better. That's like putting yourself in hell. And see, when Jesus healed people, most instances when he healed, when the boy was being thrown to the ground by the demons, Jesus laid hands on him and he was healed. But guess what he said? Guess what Jesus said? Jesus said, your own faith has healed you. In most instances in the Bible, when people were stuck in their infirmities, Jesus told them that it was your own faith that has healed you. And sometimes it's God in us that heals people. So we're supposed to use our gifts to help people. We're supposed to put our gifts to the altar. This is JJ the Don telling you, be strong and be courageous. And main thing, keep a smile on your face. You know what I mean? Don't let the pressures of life and trials and tribulations get to you, because after the trial and the tribulation comes the blessing. And sometimes we need to look at our own selves in the mirror, and we need to visualize who the better person we are. We need to visualize the side of ourselves that's the better side, and we need to, become the one to come instead of the one who was. This is JJ the Don. Be strong and courageous. Click out.